Welcome back, everybody. It's been a while. It seems to be the running theme with everybody needs a nudge these days. We're long gaps between episodes, Keithy.
Yeah, Danny. It's been a while.
What's going on?
Not too much.
No, how you been?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, life good?
Life just gets busy.
Yeah, I can see you running around crazy.
Yeah, kids, sports, work. It's a bit busy right now.
President of the Duxbury Youth Hockey Association.
I am. Yep.
Really climbed the ranks over there.
I certainly did. I really forced my way up there, didn't I?
Top of the pile.
Making all kinds of changes.
How's that treating you?
Excuse me. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. More work than you thought it was going to be.
It is.
Yeah, I got that vibe
It is. But it's good. It's good. You can make changes. You're impacting the youth in our town, and it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Idealistic.
You make a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
But
we're used to that.
I enjoy that. Yeah.
This week's guest. Yeah, Manning Morris.
My personal intern.
I think Manning is now the answer to a trivia question. Who is the youngest guest to be on Everybody Needs a Nudge?
No.
Wasn't Annabelle on it?
Finn.
Oh, Annabelle was on. Oh, Finn.
That's true.
And Annabelle. Yeah. So you're not.
No.
Nothing special.
Take it back.
I take it back. You are the third member of the Morris family to be on.
Yeah, Christian's running away from it.
Yeah, and
You got to get him on it.
I'll get him on it. I don't know that your father would ever do it.
Probably not.
No, you never know.
You're probably right.
So for all our listeners out there, Manning is Daryce Morris's youngest child. And how old are you?
21 years old.
And you are at UNH?
UNH, yep.
We'll get into all that. Amy, root beer.
Whoa.
Root beer.
Big news.
Any big news over there?
I got married.
Yeah.
You
Finally. Johnny Cops finally got it done.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
How did you do it?
We went to Vegas.
Wow. You eloped.
We eloped.
Wow. You're the first person I've ever known that eloped.
No way.
Yeah. Yep.
Me too, actually.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's becoming more common these days.
Maybe because the cost of weddings is so
Has
high.
skyrocketed.
Yeah. Or more out of wedlock pregnancies.
Oh.
Well,
No.
what?
Anything to report?
You got something to say?
Yeah,
I
hey.
am still hungover from Vegas.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a no.
So that's a no. Okay. Lots of champagne being drunk.
Lots of champagne. Yes.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
We're happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You happy?
I am.
You want to give us a quick explanation of how everything went down?
Yeah. Tell your listeners because they all want to know.
Well, listeners, we flew to Vegas.
Were your arms tired? Boom.
We took a helicopter to the Valley of Fire.
Wow.
Yep. And
Wow.
Then we got married on the top of a mountain.
Wow. What is the Valley of Fire?
I don't know, but it's hot.
Was there a fire?
I mean,
It's hot. I think it's hot. It's near the Hoover Dam.
oh yeah.
Did you see the Hoover Dam when
We
you?
did.
Nice.
Yeah, we flew over it. Very romantic. It was not the cheap, cheesy Vegas wedding, but
Okay.
it
So you
was-
didn't have like Elvis as your.
No.
You didn't. He wasn't your. What do they call him, sir? What are,
He would be a witness?
proctor? No. What are they called?
minister.
No.
They do the services.
Justice of the peace?
Well, whatever. You didn't have it.
Officiant.
Officiant. Elvis wasn't there.
No, he was not there.
Okay.
Did you
No.
see Elvis, though?
I saw a lot of different
Nice.
Elvises. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a Vegas for everybody. That's what I like to say.
Yeah. It was very romantic and sweet, and it was perfect.
And now you're married.
And now I'm married. No stress.
On to the next step of your life.
On to the next step. Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels exactly the same.
Well, congratulations. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
That is great.
Did anybody watch the Tom Brady retirement last night?
Finney did.
Did you watch it?
I didn't.
I watched a little bit of it.
He had a great speech.
Jay-Z performed.
Yeah, live. Yeah. Jay-Z performed. Tom Brady looked like he just got out of the plastic surgery.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he has to be.
Yeah.
His face is just
Just
so
looking
chiseled.
Chiseled. I mean, he looked hot last night.
I mean, my face is chiseled, but his is more chiseled.
Yeah, next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little too chiseled.
I need to.
Yeah. He doesn't look. he didn't look like the Tom Brady that we knew and loved.
No.
He was, but his speech, I don't know if you guys watched it. His speech was very eloquent, very well put together, and had some great messaging in it. And one thing he mentioned was that he said, a lot of times he gets asked if his kids play football, and I guess they don't, but he said what he said was, I would encourage them to play football because football is hard and life is hard. That was his message. And usually I would say, well, how hard can a guy like Tom Brady's life really be, right? Like, you're made $1 gazillion, you're married to supermodels, won a bunch of Super Bowls. Like, you have this unbelievable life. But if you look at Tom Brady's career, mostly pre-Patriots, right? Because once he got to the Patriots, I'm sure he worked his ass off. But he didn't start, I don't think he even started in high school, right? He went to Michigan, where he was the 4th string quarterback, barely played. Then he comes out and he's a 6th round draft pick. So there's a guy who's, I was talking to somebody this morning, and as a parent, and you as you're watching that progress, like, you never think, at one point they showed Tom Brady's dad, and he had to be thinking, like, at no time in my son's career, up until obviously he got to winning Super Bowls, and becoming Tom Brady as we know who he is now, 7-time champion and dating models and all that stuff. But there is no way that as he was coming up through high school and college ranks, and they were going to the games and trying to support their sons and daughters, much like we do with our kids, and whether they're having success or not having success on the football field, there is no way, or the hockey rink or the golf course or whatever they're doing, there is no way that his parents could have conceivably believed that he was going to be a 7-time Super Bowl champion and be considered the greatest of all time, when he's sitting on the bench in high school and sitting on the bench in college. No way.
No.
And then he comes out, he's a 6th round draft pick. They always show the clip of him running at the combine. He looks like your local mailman running down the street, and now he's the greatest of all time. He had a stat. He played for the Pats for 20 years. Did they win Did they go to the? They won the AFC East 17 times in his 20 years. They went to like 9 or 10 AFC championship games and won 6 Super Bowls. Some crazy stats like that.
It's incredible.
I think it might have even been more than 11, because I think the stat was he played in more often than not. He was in the AFC championship game when he was with the Patriots. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But his message was great. He looked very chiseled, as we said, but he also looked very, almost presidential. He had that look about him.
Maybe that's next.
And the way he spoke. And he's tall and handsome. And he was eloquent up there. He was well-spoken. His message was great. It was all-inclusive. So if you get an opportunity to listen to his speech, it's probably 20 minutes long. The whole ceremony last night was 3.5 hours long. As I was saying before, we had some minor technical difficulties with the microphone. Tom Brady was chiseled, and he was handsome, and he was presidential last night. What else going on? We got the Celtics.
Celtics up 3-0.
Karen Reed.
Wow.
Oh, baby.
Man, I can't even. It's so
Manning,
much.
is your generation following this Karen Reed trial?
I mean, some people are. I'm not.
You're not?
Personally, no.
You don't care?
Nope.
Okay. I don't care either, but it is amazing.
It's amazing.
Innocent or guilty?
Oh, that's right. Johnny Cops. Well, how's he feel about this whole thing?
I don't know.
He's got to protect the blue line, right?
He's got to stay with the blue.
I mean, but you can also.
He's no dummy.
Form your own opinion, yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Cops is no dummy.
We think that Proctor should.
What do you have? You guys share a brain?
Yeah.
No, they're married.
Well, I have my own opinion on it, but together we both agree that Proctor should not be working.
Yeah, it's sad.
He had a tough week on the stage.
No,
Yeah.
when she made him say it, she's like, "Are those your words? Then
yeah.
you can say them."
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't get any.
No.
He struggled.
Yeah.
So that's going on. Celtics are 3-0. Are you
Yeah.
following the Celtics, man? You're a hockey guy. You following the Celts?
Yeah, I follow the Celtics.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love Boston. Need that parade.
There we go. Will
Gotta
you go
take-
to the parade?
Yeah, I gotta take work off though.
Okay. Day off of work for the parade.
Just send me an email request.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So we'll get into Manning, but Manning's here helping us as an intern this summer, and he likes to take his Fridays off.
Yep.
That's what it comes down to.
Well, we can tell you how that started.
That's quite all right. Have you guys? So let me ask you a question. I want to spell a word for you.
Okay.
I'm going to spell a word, and I want you to tell me how you would pronounce it. Okay?
Okay.
Malocchio.
Spell it again.
Malocchio.
Malik.
Really?
Malocchio?
Malocchio.
Well, yeah. Malocchio.
Malocchio, yeah.
Malocchio.
Yeah.
Okay. So the word is pronounced, according to Chris Fimara, the word is pronounced Malocchio. Okay? And it is an Italian word meaning evil eye. Mal meaning bad. Occhio is the word for eye in Italian. And it's what it means is it's like a curse. Like if someone gives you the Malocchio, that means they put the evil eye on you and they're wishing you bad luck and hope bad things happen to you. And the way it came up is we got this project going on down in Nantucket, and we were supposed to get approvals, and we didn't. And he was telling me on the whole boat ride home for an hour that I have the Malocchio on me, and that I have the Malocchio on me, and the Malocchio is now looking at him. That I have cursed everything with the Malocchio. But I said, okay, what does it mean? What does the Malocchio mean? And he told me what it means. So I looked it up. And we then on the boat, after he's yelling at me that I got the Malocchio on me, I got to do it with him because of the way it's spelled. It should be pronounced Malocchio.
That's the most on-brand conversation between the two of you I've ever heard.
How do you pronounce it? Malork?
Malocchio.
Is it a Malork? you gotta. Is it? I can't. I have a hard time with M's, as you know.
Yeah, for you it's Malocchio.
Malork.
There's only one M at the beginning of the word.
That's a tough one for me. M's have always been.
There's only one M.
Malork.
No, it's not Mamalok.
It could be Mamalok.
It could be. So the first thing that the first thing that I'll say is how you would say it Malocchio.
Yeah.
Malocchio. So Malocchio became Malocchio in Italian. So that's how he says it. So as you know, I'm going to Italy, and I've been tasked with finding a witch doctor to get the Malocchio off me.
That's gonna be incredible. We need to get video of that.
So first of all, he said he's gonna look in the North End because he's like, there's definitely someone that'll take the Malocchio off you. And if he isn't, I have to find somebody in Italy. So I have to go around Italy. And I'm going to do it because I would love to see what the people look like that are taking the Malocchio off you.
I want a vlog of that.
Yeah, 100%. I'll have Rose video it, the Malocchio. So that's. But my other question to everybody, Manning included, do you believe that someone can put bad luck, like a curse or anything, on you? Like, do you believe in that stuff, Manning?
Like, yeah, I think I don't know if it's like a person, but I think you can like do it to yourself almost.
So karma.
Yeah.
You think karma comes back and gets you.
Yeah.
So if you're mean to somebody, you do something mean, then they'll, if you make fun of the people that ride the short bus,
It's coming around eventually.
It's coming back.
They're going to come beat me up or something.
Yeah, something's coming down the pike. Yeah. Okay. Keith?
I don't think I believe in this. No, I think being a good person in general far outweighs being a bad person.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's
I
obvious.
just-
But you're
no,
saying
I'm just saying.
you put good energy out, you get good energy back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Root beer?
Yeah, I believe in that. I think you put good energy out, it comes back to you. But I also know a handful of not the best people that always have the best luck.
Yeah.
That it's like how?
They have the reverse Malok.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Let me talk to that witch doctor.
So,
I'm gonna Malok them.
so
But I think the energy you put out is what you get back. Like if you start your day and you stub your toe, you're in a bad mood, it's going to come back to you. If you start your day in a good mood, good energy, that's going to come back to you.
I agree. Energy does follow you around. So what Chris said was his whole. I said, so what? So we got into it, and I said, why am I getting the Malok? Like, what did I do to get the Malok? And his essential answer was, you've had success. And I said, well, but you've had success. He said, my success is more in people's faces, whether it's with the hockey or, winning a golf tournament or whatever. He's like, people, they get jealous. And as a result of that jealousy, they put the Malok on you. And I'm like, why does that person? So
So
this
person?
is, by the way, this is all going down in the middle of the boat, right? Surrounded by people, and he's not the quietest guy, and neither am I. And so, but I was like, well, why does that person get the Malok, the power of the Malok? Like, and to your point, it was like, well, they have the negative energy, so they're pushing the negative energy to you. And I just don't like the idea that somebody else has the ability to Malok somebody else.
Who do you think Malorked you?
Oh, he had a list of people.
Did he? I bet he did.
He's like, think about all the people that hate you. Think about all the people you coach teams and you ruined their daughter's high school career because they didn't win a state championship. Think about all the golfers that you beat. Like, think about all the people that are mad at you. I'm like, wow. I mean, there's a lot.
It's a lot of people.
I mean, if it only takes one person to Malocchio,
Then you got it. You gotta go find someone.
but I want to reverse Malok them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but look them back.
Yeah, but like with a good Malok.
Oh.
Like, I'm gonna wish you luck. I'm gonna kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
Bitches. I mean, imagine someone Malocking me.
No. Actually, yes, I can. Yeah.
I mean, if there was anybody that's gonna get Maloked, it's me.
Yeah. 100%.
Right, Manning?
Oh.
Yep.
Anyway, so that's the Malocchio.
Interesting.
I'd like to hear from my Italian listeners. Is it a Malok or is it a Malocchio? And you know what Chris said? Malok.
Well, that's it. They do that like prosciutto.
Yeah.
And prosciutto.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. Malok. Bajut. Yeah, that's good. That's actually, yeah. We're getting a little long in the tooth. Keithy, you got any jokes, buddy? We'll get on to some jokes.
I do. I need to be careful. Daryce,
As always.
He's got a future in front of him, so I don't want him to be.
Manning, did you get any jokes?
Nope. No
Oh,
jokes.
I thought
Really?
you said you did your studying.
No, I was reading the script you sent me.
Here's a good one.
Okay.
How do you circumcise a hillbilly?
I don't know, Keith. How do you circumcise a hillbilly?
You kick his cousin in the mouth.
My God. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, there goes all our hillbilly listeners. There goes all my audience in South and North Carolina gone.
That's a clean one. A vegan and a vegetarian are jumping off a cliff
I know the answer.
to see who hits the bottom first. Who wins?
Who wins, Manning?
I have no idea.
We all do.
Society.
I got another one, but again, because of Daryce and Manning, I'm going to save it. I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to tell it? I'll tell
No.
it.
Why don't you hold on to it? Maybe we'll save it for Ben next week.
All right.
What's worse than having a bunch of ants in your pants? What's worse than having a bunch of ants in your pants?
Fire ants.
No.
Not having pants on?
No. Having a bunch of uncles in there.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness. So I'm at this bar the other day, right? And a guy walks in with a monkey. And the monkey jumps up on the bar and grabs the olives and starts eating all the olives. Then he goes further down the line and he sees the oranges and starts eating all the oranges. And the bartender says to this guy, "What's up with your monkey?" He says, "Oh, well, he'll eat anything." Next thing you know, the monkey runs across and he grabs the cue ball off the pool table and eats the cue ball. And the bartender says, "Listen, you got to get out of here. You can't have the monkey running around eating anything." The guy says, "I understand." Pays for the olives, pays for the limes, pays for his drink, and pays for the cue ball. 2 weeks later, I'm back in the same exact bar, Manning. Can you believe it? And the monkey comes back in with the guy and his monkey comes back in, and the monkey grabs a cherry, sticks it up his butt, takes it out and eats it. Everybody's looking at the monkey. Jeez, it's the same monkey. Goes over to the peanuts, takes the peanuts, sticks them up his butt, takes it out and eats it. The bartender says, "Buddy, I kicked you out of here once. Your monkey's now look what your monkey's doing. He's disgusting. He's sticking everything up his butt and then he's eating it." He said, "Yeah, he's still eating everything, but since he ate that cue ball, he measures first." Because he had to poop it out.
Right.
You like that one,
I
man?
like it. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, man. All right, so
Where do you guys find these?
I got another one if you want it.
if you want to do it, do it. I have another one, too, that I'm going to do.
I don't.
Then we're going to get into Manning. I have a lot of other stuff, but we're going to get into Manning. I have two. I have a couple fun
All right,
ones.
I'll save mine for next week.
Okay. How many should I do? One or two? I have two. I have a couple funny ones.
Do two.
Okay. So a guy, a married guy, says to his wife, "Don't ever look in the safe at the house. Don't ever look in the safe." So he goes out to the store. Of course, what's the wife do? She looks in the safe. She sees $40,000 cash and 3 eggs. So the husband comes home and the wife says to the husband, "You know, Jim, I finally looked in the trash in the safe and I found $40,000 and 3 eggs. What's that all about?" And the husband says, "Well, honey, to be honest, every time I sleep with somebody else's wife, I put an egg in the safe." And she says, "Well, 3 times over 35 years, that's not bad." And he says, "Once I get to a dozen, I sell the eggs and that's where the money came from."
Eggs are pricey.
You should know. You raise chickens. All right, one more joke. So there's a teacher teaching a class, and she asks the class, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" So little Mikey raises his hand and says, "I want to be an engineer." And so the teacher says, "That's great, Mike. You want to be an engineer? Great." And little Davey raises his hand and says, "I want to be a doctor." And that's great. Great, Dave. You want to be a little doctor. That's great. Little Johnny raises his hand and says, "I want to be a billionaire. I want to go to all the best clubs and I want to find the best bitches. I want to buy them Lamborghinis. I want to buy them jets. I want to buy them condos in Paris. And I want to give them an unlimited Visa card." Johnny's a known troublemaker, so the teacher kind of glances over it, doesn't respond, doesn't say anything. Next person's hand goes up. It's Sally's hand. "Sally, what do you want to be when you grow up?" "I want to be Johnny's bitch." Okay. On that note, that was a good one, right?
That was a good one.
All right, Manning, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you've been awful quiet.
Yeah, I'm all right. It's a little early in the morning.
What?
Yeah.
Talking about.
It's almost noon.
Yeah.
What time do you usually wake up? Give me a day in the life before we get into it. Give me a.
Of what? Like on the week?
Yeah, you're not working. No work.
No work?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
leave. Okay, you leave here on Thursday. You know you got your 3-day weekend laid out ahead of you. What's that Friday look like?
Probably sleep in till like 11:30.
Really?
Yeah.
What time did you go to bed the night before?
Probably like no work. Probably like 1 a.m.
1 a.m. You're up till watching TV.
I haven't been sleeping well.
No.
No, since I came home from school, I haven't been sleeping well.
You're
in
too-
my own damn bed.
Yeah, you're too young to have sleeping problems.
know.
Do you drink coffee?
Nope.
No caffeine.
Nope.
Not soda, nothing.
I mean, I'll drink a soda, but
Not
like
regularly.
No.
You're not stopping at the store and getting
No.
a Diet Coke or
Oh,
whatever.
God, no.
God, no. Yeah, you shouldn't be having sleeping problems. All right, so now you roll out of bed at like 11:30.
Yeah, I go downstairs, make some food.
Yeah, what do you have? What are you getting?
Uh,
Cereal, or like something better
No,
than
probably making like a bacon, egg, and cheese, something like that.
that? At home?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You cooking the
What, you
bacon
think
up?
I can't cook?
No, I am. Listen, as I say all the time on this show, I get to learn new things. You can cook?
Yeah, I mean a little bit.
Yeah, I can make.
breakfast.
Yeah,
Sandwich,
like short order cook.
Yeah,
You break up breakfast sandwich. Yeah.
grilled cheese,
Toast.
you know.
Yeah, grilled cheese. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you eat your breakfast sandwich. Then what do you do? Go back to bed?
No. Then I'll probably just hang out. Try to get my friends to do something. We love to just like play basketball, just pick up hoops.
Really?
Yeah, surprising.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
surprising.
Yeah, get outside, get active a little bit.
I like it. I like it. You go to the gym? You back? You still in the gym?
I go to the gym at school. I don't really go back here. I don't
No?
really know where to go. I feel like everywhere's kind of packed. Like that Planet Fitness that's right near my house is always mobbed. So
Yeah. Well, maybe if you got up a little earlier. You might.
nah, everyone goes at 11:30. That's it.
So you play a little hoops and
Yeah.
then roll it into lunch.
Yeah, and then I'll probably go swim one of my boys' pools or just like go home and shower and then
Hit it for the night.
yeah,
Yeah.
get after it.
Jeez.
How old are you now?
21.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You had your 21st?
yeah.
Was I there?
I don't know. Were you with me at school?
No, I was not.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, it was in October. Thanks for remembering.
You're October as well?
Oh yeah, that's crazy. What, you only remember Connor?
Well, because Connor shares it with Rose.
You didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I knew that.
Just kidding.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. October 16th.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I
You
got
sure?
it. Nailed it.
You sure?
I am. I'm positive. All right. So, where were you born?
I was born, I don't know exactly what hospital, but I lived in Hanover my whole life.
Your whole life.
Yeah. Besides like 3 months when I was born, but
Where were you for those 3 months? Kingston?
Yeah, Kingston.
Then you moved to Hanover.
Yep.
And who lived in the house with you?
It was me, my mom, my dad, my brother Connor, and my brother Christian.
And you're the baby.
Yep.
What's the difference between the three age-wise?
What is it? Connor's 3 years older. I think Christian's 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close.
Okay. Sports coming up?
I played hockey ever since I can remember, honestly. And then I played lacrosse, and I quit lacrosse for baseball. And then when it came to like pick between baseball or lacrosse, I went back to lacrosse because I didn't really like baseball. I was kind of
Yeah.
scared of the ball. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
I need some sort of padding if I'm gonna get hit.
like at the plate, you mean?
Yeah.
So you were like stepping in the bucket all the time, people yelling at you for stepping in the bucket?
Hey, I was decent little player.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What position did you play?
Right field.
Yeah.
So
You
you
sucked.
you stunk.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. Came in the third inning, went to right field, and came out in the fourth inning. Don't,
Hey, that's why I quit.
because you stunk at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to do anything they stink
Yeah,
at.
exactly.
Yeah. Then you were a pretty good hockey player.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Did you have Did you have any coaches that influenced your life coming up?
I mean, Coach Shaughnessy, you guys know him.
Yeah, Scott Shaughnessy.
Yeah, I mean, he was
Shags.
I played a lot of years with him, and I don't know. He was just a good coach. He knew what he was talking about. I mean, he had some interesting, I guess, teaching methods. But,
Yeah, like what? Give me something.
He was a screamer.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was a screamer. He'd scream at us, but like we would just start laughing when we were kids.
yeah,
Like, let's not get him riled up. But when he does, you're like,
Watch out.
It's kind of funny.
yeah. It's electric.
Him getting riled up at the refs though is probably the best thing ever.
Yeah, I heard some great stories about
Yeah.
him and referees.
Yeah. He
Much
did
like
not
you,
them.
Keithy.
I'm very good with the referees. Thrown out of 2 games my entire career.
Yeah,
And they were both to save you from getting thrown out.
No,
Yes.
no. One
Yeah.
was this. No, there was one where you lost your mind.
I did.
The Tom
And
Cup
that
game.
Poor guy. And I didn't know he had a heart attack or a stroke, and I felt terrible for
Yeah.
a month after.
You did.
I did.
Yeah, not like me. I just forget about it the next
Right.
day. Maybe that's why I got Malocchio.
That's why you got Malocchio. Exactly.
So, who were you playing for coming up then? Hockey.
Well, I played town for I don't even know when I switched. Probably when I was like 10. I used to rock a yellow bucket.
Oh yeah, the yellow
Bubble.
bucky for
Yeah.
Hanover.
Yeah, it was sweet. Everyone hated me.
Maybe you're gonna get Malocchio.
I hope not.
I'm telling you, you don't want to get Malocchio. Got to go to Italy and get unmalocked.
Yeah, it's crazy that someone can give it to you, but then you have to go find someone to get it off.
Right. It doesn't make the whole Maloc thing doesn't make sense. The way they say it, the whole situation.
Kind of like Manning's haircut.
His haircut's electric.
Come on.
All right, so but let's stop there because I do want to say something about your outfit today.
Okay.
You can't wear blue and black.
Mm-mm. And the belts.
I'm doing it right now.
I know, but it's atrocious.
It's awful.
You look like a bruise.
Hey, I go out and I get my hands dirty.
What's up with the tattoo, by the way?
I build signs and stuff. So
Explain to me
It
the
does.
tattoo.
that tattoo, my brothers have the same one, so I'm the youngest, so I have a line on this one, and then Connor. I don't know if you guys realized it when he was in here. He has a line on the middle one.
Oh, okay.
Now, can everybody see that on the video show? So,
I thought you were trying to cheat on your trigonometry class.
he never made it to trigonometry, pre-algebra. He's a finance major. You don't
Yeah.
use trigonometry in
I know.
finance.
He told
though.
me. He told me all about it.
So tell the story behind what precipitated those tattoos. How did that come about?
So I want to say it was just, I think Christian was just, he was going through a phase where he was just getting tattoos. Like, he's got a couple that are just like he's got like an Illuminati eye on his wrist or something.
Yeah,
Like, he was just getting them, and then he got that, and then I think Connor saw it and was like, oh, maybe I should just get that too. Like,
So
in
he
the
got
same
the, what did he
spot.
get? He got the triangle?
He got the 3 triangles.
He got the 3 triangles.
His actually doesn't have a line on it. He always said he was going to get one, but I guess he doesn't really need one if we have the other 2 lines.
Right.
So he never got one, but I think Connor got it, and then as soon as Connor got it, I was like, well, I'm not going to not get it. So it was like as soon as I turned 18, I just...
Went and got it.
Yep.
And do the triangles signify anything other than there's 3 of you?
Not
It's
that,
not like
not
some-
That, not that I know of.
It's not like some Egyptian
No,
message
I don't know.
that
I don't
if you
think
like...
so. Christian might have some weird meaning behind it, but
Yeah, like why did he get it in the first place?
I don't know. Get him on here and ask him.
There you go, Christian. You've been
Summons
malorked to come on the show.
by the Malocchio.
The Malocchio is coming to get you. I feel more convincing. Anyway, all right. So
Great show, by the way.
Hockey all the way up.
Yeah.
Some lacrosse. Any teachers at school that kind of gave you a nudge in a certain direction?
No, not really.
Nothing.
No.
And you go to then. It's a real interesting interview.
More of a sports coach guy. I mean,
Yeah?
Yeah.
So then you get to high school,
Yeah.
go to Hanover High,
Mm-hmm.
and that's your opportunity to play one season with Connor, right?
Yep.
So what year was that? Was that 2019?
No, he graduated in 2018.
He graduated in 2018?
Yeah.
So that would have been that year, 17 into 18.
Yep.
And how was that experience?
It was awesome. I mean, I always kind of dreamt of like playing with him. I never really could because of our age gap. But
Yeah.
like once I got that chance, I mean, it was really fun. I think they tried us on a line for like maybe half a game or something, and I honestly I don't think I could keep up with him and Zach. Like,
Yeah,
I
at that
I
time.
physically couldn't do it. So they just took me off. But I would play like the power play with him, and it was just awesome because like they scored a lot of goals in the power play, so it was just celebrating with my brother, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. And that had to be, you're somewhat modest in your hockey ability. I think there'll always be an argument as to who was better, you or your brother. Conversation for another day. But that had to have been one of the reasons you wanted to go to Hanover High, right?
Yeah, it definitely was. I think I was thinking about maybe transferring after that year, but like our team was still pretty good, even though we lost a bunch of guys after that. And I don't know, I just had a lot of fun that I was like, I don't want to not do this. Like these are all my close buddies. Like I've gone to school with all of them for my whole life, and I never really like played hockey with a lot of them because I was doing club and stuff. So I was like, I might as well just stay here, play in front of people I know, play for people I know.
Yeah, I think that's a great reason to go, because keep in mind that you were on, for all you hockey people out there that like to go crazy over youth tournaments. You played in the Quebec tournament, which is known as the Q, which is the biggest Pee-wee tournament in the world.
Ask Jerry Moffat.
Yeah, you're the second guest to have played in the Q. You guys made it to the semifinals.
Yes, we did.
And Shaughnessy was the coach of that team.
Yep.
And you actually have a banner hanging in the Rock and Rink
Yep. My name's up there.
with your name.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It actually, I think it's located right next to one of the banners that I won, but it is.
Mine's bigger.
Nah, yours isn't.
It's definitely not.
No,
It's definitely
but yours is better because it has your name on it, which I think is really cool. So my point in saying that is that you were a very good hockey player who probably had some opportunities to go to some different schools, maybe some prep schools, maybe live away, and you were influenced or nudged to stay local because of all the fun you were having, essentially, is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I didn't really want to go through the process of like meeting a bunch of new people, having to like mesh with new people.
But that sounds.
I'm a routine guy.
You're a routine guy, but I think you would have found your routine anyway.
Yeah, I probably would.
You
I
100%.
probably would have, but
You would have. But again, Keith and I have this conversation and all the time because I've seen it both sides, right? I've seen it all three ways. I've seen it the way you and Connor did it, stay all 4 years, enjoy that ride. I've seen girls do 2 or 3 years at Duxbury High and then go play somewhere else. I've seen my daughter in particular go right as a freshman and how that played out. And I think where I've landed on the whole thing is I think there's a ton of value in staying and playing 2 or 3 years. And then if at that point it's something that you want to pursue beyond college, you can make that decision. I don't think that a 14-year-old is ready to make that decision as to whether or not they want to pursue it. They may think in their brain they want to pursue collegiate athletics, but they really don't know what that means. To them, to a 13 or 14-year-old kid, it's still kind of this like, well, I'm just going to go play in college, and it's just going to be just like playing club, and I'm going to have a couple practices a week, and they don't understand the commitment that it takes to play at the collegiate level, right? And I think at 16 or 17, you can make that decision, whether you want to play or don't want to play, and neither right nor wrong, it's your own decision. But at 16 or 17, you can make that decision to say, okay, I'm now ready to really commit to this, because that's what it would have been, right? You wouldn't have left to go play somewhere unless you were going to play at the next level.
yeah.
Right? I mean, that's for all intents and purposes, nobody really leaves just to go play 2 years at prep and not play
After that. Yeah.
after that. I think there's what I've seen, and Keith, I think you can back this up, and you can certainly back it up because you played in all those tournament games, MIA. I mean, there's nothing more fun than those tournament games.
Oh no, Gallo, there's nothing like it.
There's nothing like it.
Actually, nothing like it.
Did you ever win a state title?
I'm
That's such a loaded question.
a co-champ.
He was
COVID?
They were going on. They were going on COVID.
Well, yeah.
20
Yeah. Yep.
in March of 20.
Who was it against?
Longmeadow.
Pounded them.
They would have killed you guys.
You would have.
They had 12 guys on the roster.
You would have pounded them.
So you never won a state tournament championship.
Unfortunately, no, I didn't.
That's a tough topic, which I was actually going to stay away from a little bit until I put my picture up. Back to back. Where my 2 rings at? Ooh. Connor, where you at out there? You got your ring?
Hey, I got a ring.
That's right. You do have a ring.
You have a ring.
Co-champ ring.
Coach.
Hey, it says state champs on it.
My point is, that's a very, and I have a unique view of it because I watched Annabelle play at BB&N and went to their playoff games, which no question the hockey is a higher level of hockey, but there were 100 people in the rink, maybe, versus 5,000 at the Garden. And I think that is something that you can never, or Gallo, a packed Gallo with 3,000 people at Gallo hanging over, like you can't, with the exception of maybe Minnesota, right? You can't replicate that. And you don't get it if you go prep. But at the same token, and you can attest to this, especially more on the boys' side, but more on the girls' side, you can't really go play D1 or high-level D3 without some prep exposure on the girls' side. On the boys' side, you go and you play juniors, right? And so you could have theoretically graduated Hanover High, gone and played juniors for a couple years, and got some exposure to some high level Division 3 teams,
Yeah, probably.
right? But you would have been chasing it around.
Exactly, and I wasn't. No, I wasn't trying to do that.
I mean, it didn't interest you.
Nope.
Yeah, and that's okay. But so I think my point is, every path is different for every kid, and what you're trying to accomplish in hockey or whatever it is, whatever sport it is different for every kid. And there's no right or wrong, right? You stayed because you were having fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there's no more after that. It's not fun anymore, and you hear nightmare stories of kids going to play D1 and they don't dress, or they're not in the lineup, or they can't handle the workload, or whatever it is. But your memories of hockey are fun.
Yeah. Besides when COVID hit, because when COVID hit, like we missed that game, and then the next season it was like terrible. We like couldn't go in like the rink. You couldn't get dressed in the rink. Like no team dinners, none of that. So COVID like honestly sucked some of the love out of the game for me.
Yeah,
And I was just like I'm done.
I'm done.
Like that's all right. Like I had my fun, but that's it for me.
COVID hockey, high school hockey was so hard. Remember getting dressed outside of rinks in parking lots?
Yeah,
Horrible.
it was horrible.
Everything
So
everything but
sad.
your skates.
Yeah.
You walk in,
It
put your
was-
skates
it
on,
was-
go on the ice.
So
It was
sad.
so ridiculous. What I remember, tryouts that year. So that would have been like November of 2020, right? So we were 6 months into COVID. It was like at its peak, and there was a rule that said, because of the size of the rink, right, you could only have whatever the number was. Like call it 20 kids on the ice at a time for practice.
Yeah.
Right? So we used to open the doors to the bench, right? And instead of, think about how ridiculous this is. So instead of standing on the ice, because you could only have 20 on the ice, and I was so paranoid that someone was going to walk through the rink and
Yeah.
count kids,
Mm-hmm.
that I would have you would take your turn, and then get on the bench, which was separated not by glass, by boards that came up to your waist by 6 inches from the ice. But that was okay. Like the whole thing was crazy, and it did. It ruined that year of hockey. I mean, we were able to salvage it, because we had some parents that built fake locker rooms for us, and we had a very understanding athletic director that I could call and be like, hey, this game was canceled. Like on a Friday, somebody would send out, hey, Lincoln Sudbury can't play because they come down with COVID. We have a game. Can someone come fill our game? And we'd have a bus the next day and would go play. So we actually ended up playing 16 games that year. And Patriot League put together a Patriot Cup, but it wasn't the same. Everyone's wearing masks, and it was a very difficult year, and that was probably compounded for you because it was your last year,
Yeah, exactly.
which is supposed to be, that's your time, right? You're the captain, senior, best player on the team, in my opinion. That was supposed to be sort of the highlight of a culmination of hockey from the time you were 10 years old.
Yeah, pretty much, and it took it all away from me.
And COVID took it all away.
Yeah, took away the love, like it just did.
Sucked the love right out of it.
Literally.
That's
You had
so sad.
I know, right?
That's like heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Fake COVID.
And thanks, Fauci. Appreciate it.
Fauci.
But you ended up so okay. So now that all terribleness goes on. Your joy for life is sucked right out of you. But you got to go to college, right?
I do.
So how do you decide on UNH?
Wait till you hear this one.
I can't wait.
Ready?
Let's go, baby.
Ready? He says.
So I wasn't really sure if I wanted to go to school because I don't.
Period at all?
Yeah, because I didn't really like school. I
Okay.
wasn't really a school guy, but I was like, all right, I got to do it. I'm not a bitch.
You can't say that to me.
So-
man.
Sam said it twice.
So I applied to like 6 schools. It was, I don't remember. It was Roger Williams, UNH, Suffolk, a couple other ones. I think I got into all of them besides one. I think I got waitlisted at one. So I was like, all right, I'll go to Roger Williams. I was just like, whatever, I'll just go there.
Yeah.
I was just picked it for whatever reason. and I was supposed to go there all the way up until like, what was it? Went in August, so probably July, probably the end of July. I was like, oh, I can't go there without getting the vaccine. So I sent in for an exemption or something, and they denied it. And so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
I'm not going there anymore. And UNH didn't require a vaccine, so I was like, I guess that's where I'm going.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how you ended up there?
Yeah, I accepted after the deadline that I could accept for UNH. So I had to email them, was like, is there any chance like this is still available? And they were like, yeah, like we can take you. And then so I do all that, and then a week before I'm supposed to move in, like I have to get COVID tested before I go. I get COVID.
Of course you do.
I get COVID, right? I get COVID. So I missed my first week of college. Like I don't move in at all. I have to wait a week to move in. And then that week while I'm waiting, like 2 days before I'm supposed to leave, my entire family gets COVID.
Oh my God.
So I had to move into college alone with my girlfriend at the time. And I was just like, oh God, this is such a bad start for some. But I was nervous about it, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
And I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go. And I was like, this is like the worst start of all time.
You were getting malocked.
Yeah, you were.
Worst start
Dr.
of all
Fauci
time.
malocked you. But now what? Now you like it.
Yeah, now I love it. I'm honestly I'm very glad that I ended up at UNH. Like I met some great people. My freshman year roommate, like he had made friends with like everyone on the floor. So like when I showed up, there was already a group of like 6 or 7 dudes that were hanging out like every day. So it was really easy to just like make friends with them.
Oh, that's
They were
awesome.
always in my room. So I was like, this isn't bad at all.
Perfect. So how about that for a nudge? You were supposed to go to Roger Williams. You end up at UNH for a variety of reasons, and now you love it.
Yeah.
And you played. So you're gonna be a junior.
Senior.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Really?
Yep.
No wonder why you're trying to get a real job around here. Life's coming at you fast, kid.
Yes.
Oh, baby. One more year of screwing around. And you played club hockey up there.
Yeah, I'm on the Club 2 team.
So there's 2 club teams up there.
Yeah, there's 2 club teams and a D1 team.
And the club 1 team is serious.
Yeah, they're like 2 or 3 practices a week, I think, and then like some weekends they just travel like the whole weekend. Like they'll just be gone the whole.
So they miss college.
Yeah.
It's that type of commitment.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think people realize that. So think about that. If that's the club team commitment, and club hockey is taken off in the last.
Yeah, they're a pretty big team.
Yeah, and if that's the commitment level for club, imagine what it is to play on the D1 team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's your life.
Yeah.
So if you're not ready to make that commitment, why not just have fun in high school and play hockey and have a blast?
Exactly.
Which is what you did.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that's what it was going to turn out to be, but
Yeah, but the club 2 team's fun.
Club 2 teams like 1 practice a week, like 1 game, maybe 2 games on the weekend.
Yeah,
And it's fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take a bus.
It's student run, so like our coach, the kid graduated like 2 or 3 years ago. He's a good dude.
Yeah. So there was a little episode last year, right?
Yep.
Season got cut short.
Yep.
Yeah. We're not going to get into the details, but
We have to now.
let's just say there was some rules violations that they couldn't come back from. Okay.
Yeah.
We're back though.
But you're back.
We're back.
So you're going to play this year?
Yeah, I'll probably play.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, no, I definitely will actually.
Are you skating this summer?
No.
Did club hockey in college bring back some of the joy of the game?
A little bit. I mean, it's nothing like the fans. Like it's an empty arena. Every
Sure,
time.
of course. I mean, it's men's league.
Couple parents.
Yeah, it
but-
sounds like men's league for college.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly what it is. I mean, it's a lot of the times the games do end up in like some scrappy fights at the end and shit. But it's fun. I
Don't
enjoy
mess
it.
up that pretty face.
I
okay?
enjoy it.
All right.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, good. Got to bring back the joy a little bit. And we actually played some men's league games together.
We did.
We were on a line, me, Connor, and Christian. The old man with
Nope.
I mean, Connor, and Manning. Yeah, I was keeping up.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, not terrible.
Yeah, you were going in the corners. I was like, I'll stand out front. You pass it. to me.
Yeah, I was. I was getting, Then you got to get out of the way because they can absolutely rip it. All right. So what's next now? You're going to be a senior at UNH, studying finance, interning at Crowd Lending. Like, what's the end game here? You're going to move back home after college? You willing to move to another city? Like, how open are you to
I mean, I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I mean, I probably will move home for a little bit, but I don't see myself as like a city guy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I want to be in the city, really. It's not my lifestyle.
But you got buddies that are gonna be getting condos in Southie and
Yeah, well, I'll just go visit them.
that's it. Live
Yeah.
yeah.
Hang out with them on the weekends.
That's it, and then go home.
That's fine.
You like to be home.
Yeah, I like to be home.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
That's nice
Yeah.
to have that. I bet your mom loves that.
Yeah, she does.
She does.
She's had Connor for
You seem
24
like,
years.
like good boys.
They're nice kids.
You seem like very good boys.
They're all three of them. I will say they're very nice. I feel lucky to have individual relationships with all of them. We feel lucky to have Connor running around here. I mean Manning running around here.
It's great having Manning around here.
Yeah, yeah. You're his boss. How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Yeah.
Got off to a little bit of a rough start, but we're doing great.
Why?
right
What
now.
happened?
Well, it's tough. It's tough for me. First, I have my own little pupil, and then I find out that he's a finance major, and I'm like, well, this has got nothing to do with finance.
Well, we're gonna get to the finance
All right,
side of it. I
yeah.
want you to
Yeah.
rest assured. We're gonna get you involved in some finance.
Yeah,
I have a mutual friend of ours who runs the family, and now Jeff Wilkins. I'm talking about Jeff Wilkinson. Have a very successful, what is it, a boiler company? It's a
HVAC,
but like,
yeah,
but like commercial.
commercial.
Like they service BU and they, like big commercial boilers. Wilkinson Companies is the name of the company, and you see their trucks up and down. But their father, who's second generation, Jeff, who's our age, more my age than your age.
Right.
He went to Thayer with me, played hockey at Northeastern. Anyway, when he started working for his dad, his father put him in like the boiler room. Literally, he was turning screws on boilers so that he could learn the business from the ground up and understand every aspect of it as he worked his way up. And now I think he's probably the president or whatever. But and I always thought that's an incredible way to do it, right? So I think it does two things, right? It helps that person gain the respect of all the other employees, right? That you didn't just stick your nephew in the corner office, or you didn't just stick your daughter or your son above everybody else, right? They had to kind of work their way up. But more importantly, if with a family business, if you do want that person to learn the business, you have to learn it literally by going out and looking at properties, right? So the whole sign thing is sort of a vehicle for you to get out there and see the product that we're lending on and meet the people and talk to them. And so it's less about the signs and more about, okay, understanding exactly what crowd lending does, right? And okay, now when you do move into looking at term sheets or looking at deal, and again, not that you're going to be making decisions, but looking at the numbers, you can say, okay, I understand this now. I can look at a budget a little bit and say, okay, I see the siding going up. I know what the lingo means. I know what it all means. You have a foundation to then be able to look at the numbers and say, okay, that all these deals make sense or don't make sense. So that's sort of the impetus behind, rather than just putting you in a room with us and listening to us talk. Yeah, you'd pick up some stuff through osmosis, but you don't have a foundation, right? It'd be like trying to learn a breakout without knowing how to skate. Yeah, but you can't execute on it, right? So that's the idea behind the internship, and how we're starting where we're starting.
Yeah, no, he's doing great.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like it? Get Fridays off? It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Interesting how that came up. What was it, last Tuesday or Wednesday? I'd be a horrible boss because I'm like, you should really take Fridays off. And he's like, that's not a bad idea. I should text your uncle, tell him you're not working Fridays. I can't personally tell you can't work Friday. Just text your uncle.
And he's like, hey, Unc. Hey, Unc, can I get Friday off? Okay. Anyway. Well, we love having you here. You started off great. This is
Thank you.
week 2?
Yeah.
I think this is a pay week.
Pay week for you.
What's up? Let's get paid.
I did. I just got paid.
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah.
Just got paid. It's Friday night. Money in my pocket. Why'd you just get paid? It's Thursday. What's today?
He's off tomorrow.
It's Thursday.
Oh, that's right. You're off tomorrow. Are you? Is that how this is playing out?
I don't know. Am I?
I don't know.
Just text your uncle.
All right, I want to wrap up with a couple of things here. I was listening to there's a Kobe Bryant did an interview, God rest his soul, and they were talking about his summer programming, and the line that I liked that he said was, "I don't negotiate with myself." And he went into how he sets a plan at the beginning of the summer, whatever the workout plan is. I'm going to work out 3 times a day. I'm going to do this. And he does not negotiate with himself. And the way that he described it was essentially, after that second workout, I don't want to do the third workout, or I don't want to do my sprints. I'll just do some extra sprints tomorrow. No. Don't negotiate with yourself. You made the deal, shook hands on it with yourself. Don't negotiate with yourself. If you're supposed to do 100 sprints a day or whatever, I don't know what he did, but you do the 100 sprints. You don't negotiate with yourself and say, well, I'll do 200 tomorrow for not doing them today. And I just liked that. I liked that message. And going along with that, there was a great, and I don't know if I said this before, but there's a great Mike Tyson quote. I don't know. I know that I've quoted Mike Tyson, and you wouldn't think that I would, but he's got a great quote about discipline. And if I said it already, I'm sorry, but and it essentially says, discipline is doing what you hate to do it. It's doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it. I love that. Right? Doing what you hate to do and doing it like you love it. Right? So whether it's school, going to the gym, whatever it is, going for a run. You like going for runs?
Do I like it? No.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Hate it. But you do it like you love it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't love it. But yeah.
You don't love it?
I just do it. Yeah. I don't like going for runs, no. But I do it because I love it. Kind of. Not really, though.
You hate it, but you do it, and you do it like you love it.
I love it.
All right, well, this is the last thing I'm going to say, and then we'll let everybody go. John Lennon tells a story, and I don't know if this is a true story or not, but
I'll let you know.
John Lennon says that when he was a young kid, he was in school, and the teachers asked the kids all what they wanted to be when they grow up, and John Lennon answered happy, and the teacher said, you don't understand the assignment, and John Lennon responded by saying, you don't understand life.
That's one of my favorite quotes of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a great quote.
Didn't happen.
I'm with you.
Completely made up.
So I was so with you.
You know.
Whoever said
What
it.
do you want? I want to be happy.
Yeah.
Loser.
All right. On that note, Manning, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you did a great job. Don't wear black and blue again. You look like a bruise.
All right.
All right. Get the kids some clothes or something. You're making all this money. Go buy some nice sweaters. Keithy, thanks again.
Danny,
I love your hat.
Oh, yeah. Scally.
Yeah, Scally cap. Looks great.
Gift from the high school girls.
Yeah. Says a big D on the back.
Yeah.
Root Beer, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're a married woman.
I
Yes.
You're off the market. For all our listeners, she is officially
Yeah.
off the market.
Have been.
And for all our listeners, it's just a little tease. They call this a tease in the biz.
Ooh, okay.
In the biz.
The biz.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the next couple of episodes because we have a very special guest coming up.
Yeah, we do.
So don't you dare miss it. And if you need me, you know where to find me because everybody needs a nudge. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right.